welcome everyone to season 2 of Coffee with Colleagues. It's been over 12 months now since we last had our last chat, and I'm very glad to welcome here today Jasmine, our colleague here in Hong Kong. This is the very first time that we actually had a face-to-face Coffee with Colleagues session, and that's why we have our face mask on. Right now in Hong Kong, we are still under going through our 5th COVID phase right now, so we are maintaining social distancing and practicing safe measures. So Jasmine, I want to open the floor for you. Can you tell me a little bit more about yourself and what you do at Season Group?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Jasmine, and I'm in the product marketing team at SG Wireless of Season Group, if you don't already know. So in a nutshell, we work on getting our IoT products and solutions out there in the market. So like on a day-to-day basis, maybe we'll have meetings with customers to understand their IoT requirements, and then we'll meet with the team to see how we meet those requirements, and then we'll meet with partners to discuss collaboration efforts, and maybe we'll work on our website and social media to get our products out there.
Okay, thank you. And how long have you been with Season Group? SG Wireless.
Yep, so in this role, just under 2 years, but technically I've been here for 4 years because, so previously I worked as the executive assistant to Carl and the management.
Okay, all right. And so what brings you to work every day? Is there something about working at Season that makes you happy or bring a smile?
I don't want people to feel sound or weird, but it's really the people here, the culture here, because I feel like the people here are genuinely interested in what they're doing, and they really want to help the company grow, and it creates a culture where you feel like you're all working towards the same goal, and it's a very empowering and motivating feeling. And also we've been bringing a lot of new people, so and they're really young, really energetic, and have a lot of fresh ideas. So I feel like I get the best of both worlds, because I'm right in the middle, so I get to learn from the really experienced colleagues here, and I also get inspiration and motivated by the new faces.
So who's your favorite colleague?
Not good at the secret.
No, okay. Okay, all right. I put you on the spot there. All right. Yes. But how has the pandemic affected your work at Season? Has the way you work with colleagues or clients changed?
I feel not very much. I can't pretend it's more productive working at home, because I feel at least in my position, you really have to be in each other's spaces and brainstorm together and get everyone's synapses going, and that really creates something extraordinary. But I feel it does get interesting at home, because one time we were in a meeting, and I had my cat next to me. She was just there. But then no one told me until after the meeting that her tail was actually in my face the whole time. So at least that kept everyone's attention at that meeting.
And you have one cat?
I have 2 cats.
2 cats. I think I know the story of one of those cats. How did you get the second one?
The second one, one of them I got from here.
Yes.
Yes, the office. We heard meowing at the office and the warehouse one time, and it was this tiny little 2-week-old kitten. She was just caught in those storage boxes and stuff. And then we rescued her, and I took her home.
Okay, but then we haven't brought her back since, though.
I would like to, but I know some colleagues don't like cats.
Are there?
They're scared of
really?
cats.
Who's that? Who's afraid of cats?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it.
Okay, all right, put you on the spot
Maybe
again.
after the
Okay, all right, okay. Because for us, I think it would be nice to have some animals around here as the work environment. We try to encourage a informal environment for sure. We have exercise equipment, etc., beer, all that, and bringing animals into the workplace, I think, is a reasonable ask, really. But yeah.
Yeah, I would. Maybe not cats.
Cats would be better than dogs, I think.
That's true.
But yes. Okay, all right, so we're now about to move towards an A/B schedule. where the AB schedule is the team. Half of the team will be working from home while half the team works in the office and rotating regularly. Now, we tried that previously and kind of failed miserably because all of our team members here in Hong Kong, they all want to show up in the office. Now, can you explain to our audience as well, too, because not many people have been to Hong Kong, why you think that the people in Hong Kong prefer to work from the office as opposed to working from home?
For some of us, like for the technical team, their equipment is here, and like even our product designer, he has like software that maybe he can only access at the office, so they have to be physically be here to be able to use that equipment. But for the rest of us, I feel like it's like I personally like to think it's like what I said before. They just like being in this culture, like they like working together instead of like it's just different. I don't quite know how to explain it, but when you're all together, it feels like you're all working really hard towards the same thing and trying to do good for the company, and that's really like it's definitely a motivating feeling.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because you don't have kids yet. I think another motivating factor is to be away from the kids who are studying from at home as well too. So, okay. So personal questions leading up to that. How do you usually spend your time outside of work?
I do. I like learning languages. I do yoga. I like eating, and I spend a lot of weekends trying out different restaurants and foods. Yeah, that's.
Okay. So languages. How many languages do you know now?
I know maybe 8 to 9, but
Okay.
like it's different from being able to use it. I feel like.
Okay. Being able to comfortably use the languages. Which ones are there?
Chinese, English, Mandarin.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. But then the knowing of the other stuff, I know that you've always also learned Japanese.
Japanese. I've learned Swedish.
Yes.
French. Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, and then on to the question about the restaurants that we've had as well too for our audience who are able to visit us once the borders do open. What's the latest restaurant you've tried that you would recommend to our colleagues?
I've tried this cafe near my place because just last year I moved out, so I live by myself now, and I got to explore a lot of restaurants near my neighborhood, and there's one that has really good waffles.
Okay, waffles. Okay, all right. What's the name of it?
Minimal.
Okay, all right. I will try that.
I can send that.
Thank you. Yeah. Do you have a hobby that may be surprising?
Yeah, people, I don't know if it's because of how I look physically, but they don't think I do any sports. But I actually do a lot of aerial sports, so like aerial hammock and aerial hoop, and like it's really fun, and I'm always trying to get people to join me.
Sorry, what is aerial?
Hammock?
Yes.
Oh, it's like this this piece of cloth that hangs from the ceiling, and then you get to do shapes and like dance with it.
Okay, so the Cirque du Soleil performance.
Sort of something like that.
Okay, understood. And the aerial hand loops?
Aerial, sorry?
You said there's 2 aerial things, right? There's aerial.
Aerial hoop is where there's just one hoop.
Okay, all right, understood. Okay. If there's one thing you'd like all of your 1,500 colleagues at Season Group to know about, what would it be?
Personally, I've never tried it, but I've been told I make above average quality coffee at the office. So like I think it's mostly the coffee machine. But like when we all get to travel and you all get to like come to the office, I can make you one and you can tell me what you think. Like you recognize me because I'll be in black 80% of the time. All black.
90%.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right, and then so for 2021, then what's something that you are quite proud of that you achieved in 2021, work related or personal?
I feel like when I first got into this role and how I am right now, I feel like I really see a difference between then and now. Like I've never thought IoT was something I would like look into or be interested in. But like now that I'm like before, maybe I would be cheering on the sidelines, but right now I'm like I occasionally get to be in the action, and then like it's really interesting. Like it's not even just a buzzword for me anymore. Like I feel like I'm really close to at least understanding some of it, and like it's always a nice feeling to feel like you're learning something new.
Yeah, well, I think when I first met you to where you are now, there's definitely a very big change for sure. Where I wouldn't be able to imagine doing this with you
Yeah, me neither.
when we first met. You've grown so much as a colleague, but even as a person, which I think everyone here in the office is very proud of, especially your favorite person, Frida. I know she's very proud of you and how you've grown with her. So, yeah, that's very happy for you on that. What's one thing in 2021 that you learned and would take with you into 2022?
I feel like if there's anything like the pandemic's taught me is like just have fun and go with the flow. Like because I get really hung up on stuff like before, but now it's just like I just let it go and see what opportunities come to me, and then that gives me a lot of room to like absorb experiences and new knowledge.
Yeah, definitely. I think with COVID continuing on now in its third year, it's highlighted the fact that you can't wait. Right? Just, if there's something you've always wanted to do, just do it and go with it for sure.
Yes.
So with that, then leading up to our final question, is there a personal work-related goal that you want to achieve in 2022?
Work related, I feel like we have really clear aims for where we want to take SG Wireless in the coming year. So like we can all stay tuned for that. But like personally, I'd really like to do a handstand this year. Like
Can you demonstrate to us where you are right now?
no.
Okay.
I was able to do the splits this year because I feel like I had the time to practice it. That was a weird flex, I'm sorry. But like this year I would be moving on to that.
Okay, all right. But when you're able to do that, you have to take a photo of that and we'll put it onto our company website as our achievement in 2022.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Jasmine, thank you very much
Thank
today
you.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.